Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you. That's depending where you are in the world. It's time for a nighttime devotion from the devotional Christ Triumphant. The title today, A Tragic Change. John 8:44. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. Once Satan was in copartnership with God, Jesus Christ, and the holy angels. He was highly exalted in heaven and was radiant in light and glory. They gave to him from the Father and the Son, but he became disloyal and lost his high and holy position as covering cherub. He became the antagonist of God, an apostate, and was excluded from heaven. He invited all the powers of evil to rally about his standard in order to form a desperate companionship of evil to league against the God of heaven. He worked perseveringly and determinedly to perpetuate his rebellion and to cause members of the human family to turn from Bible truth and to stand under his banner. As soon as the Lord, through Jesus the Christ, created our world and placed Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, Satan announced his purpose to conform to his own nature, the father and mother of all humanity, and to unite them with his own ranks of rebellion. He was determined to efface the image of God from the human posterity and to trace his own image upon the soul in the place of the divine image. He adopted methods of deception by which to accomplish his purpose. He is called the father of lies, an accuser of God and of those who maintain their allegiance to God, a murderer from the beginning. He put forth every power at his command to win Adam and Eve to cooperate with him in apostasy and succeeded in bringing rebellion into our world. Through generation after generation, from age to age, Satan has gathered human agencies through whom to work out his diabolical purposes and to bring about the enforcement of his plans and devices in the earth. The great putrid fountain of evil has been continually flowing through human society. Though unable to expel God from his throne, Satan has charged God with satanic attributes and claimed the attributes of God as his own. Through his serpentine sharpness, through his crooked practices, he's drawn himself the homage that human beings should have given to God, and has planted his satanic throne between the human worshipper and the divine Father. Tragic change. Again, it's highlighting how Lucifer was a covering cherub, was of the highest of covering cherubs. He was exalted in heaven. He was radiant in light and glory that was given to him from the Father and the Son. And then he became disloyal because pride filled his heart and he exalted himself. This is as I'd said yesterday. He then took on the form of evil and worked perseveringly to perpetuate his rebellion, to cause others to follow him. Adam and Eve, the angels, a third of the angels from heaven, and then Adam and Eve and most of humanity. And this is why God himself had to put on the robe of humanity, or the garb of humanity, as is said. He had to become human himself just to show humans you can stand up against the evil one, but not by our own strength, because we cannot fight against the enemy that has known us since before we were conceived. He's known humanity since humanity was created. For over 6,000 years, he studied us. He knows our every motive. He knows our every mannerism. He knows what triggers us, what buttons to push with us. But by God's word and by his promises, we can and we will overcome. Stay true to God, stand with God, and he will always stand with us. Sabbath blessings, one and all.